Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel and Kentauri Dreams. Here is the 4th episode. Yes, I am again continuing the series. So, you come back, you join me after my first Minmus mission. I in fact landed on Minmus and I've gained a lot of science. So, well, I think we need to get it. I think we need to, get some of this good money. Good science. So all of this done, let's go to R&D and start researching some more technologies. I've researched a lot, but now we're going to need to research more rocket parts. Specifically, we're going to need to get some more parts in the way of fuel systems, because I've got a bunch of engines, but not really that many fuel tanks to go along with them. So, that's 90 science I'm never seeing again. Then, we're going to need advanced construction, which will allow me to build, advanced construction stuff. There we are. So, yes, but before I do that, one thing I want to quickly do is I want to get landing stuff, because I landed just now without any landing legs. But, as you can see, I've still got a lot of science. So I'm going to research space exploration, miniaturization, and now I'm pretty sure I can unlock one more advanced node. But what to unlock? Definitely not hydroponics, because that I'm not really going to need until a bit later. Definitely not this, because I can't unlock it. What about advanced exploration? There are a lot of good parts here, but really for space stations, so I'm still going to keep that. So, I think I'm going to decide on researching I'm going to research propulsion, which I've just researched. Now, I can't unlock advanced construction because I'm 3 science off, but, well, that's going to be easy to unlock. Now, we're starting to get quite a bit of process in our tech tree. I think this is going to be quite nice. Our end goal, faster than light, and exploring much easier Alpha Centauri. Before this, though, there are a lot more parts I'm going to need to unlock. But all of that out of the way, let's build our next rocket. This time, we're going to the Mun. The Mun is a harder destination to get to than Minmus, purely because of the delta V required to do so. So, let's actually get to building. As usual, I will do a time lapse to get to the end of the Mun rocket building. I already pre-designed a Mun rocket, but it's not very good. I called it the Ep.4, and I went to Minmus on a rocket called the Ep.3. But this is all not really relevant. As I said, I'm not going to use it. So let's get building. well, this is the final product, the Narvis 5. I have changed it a bit off camera, but nothing with cheats. I'm trying to keep this series without cheats, which is a challenge because I use a lot of cheats usually playing KSP. I'm a big fan of building ISVs, which you'll see later in the series. But, you know, spoilers, I'm not going to give them too much. So, I'm now going to add another fuel tank, as I've just flown 2 separate flights. One of which with the craft you saw being built in the time lapse, and another of which the craft you just saw. The first craft ended up being unbalanced and flipped over, and I needed to abort the mission. The second craft just didn't have enough fuel, so you can imagine how that went. But now I think I've found the perfect balance. Perfect balance between aerodynamics and fuel. And this is the Narvis 5-C. Something I'm actually going to save. So, now, let's fly this baby. Before though, I'm going to check up on a bit of things. Just checking, making sure I have enough Delta V, which I do. So, I think we can get flying. Let's launch. So, as you might have heard before, we are going to the Mun and hopefully performing a landing, getting as much science as we can. Now, I wouldn't say I'm a particularly good KSP player, because I've honestly never been to Elu or Drez, or Moho, in the completely stock game, which, well, you know, is a bit pitiful. But why am I talking about this? And I missed the launch. But anyways, we are going off the pad at quite a slow speed. This is obviously because I've got a very low thrust to weight ratio on my first 2 stages. And, well, what was I saying again before? Let's continue going up. Sorry guys, I just needed to cut because I was talking so much I forgot that I was actually flying a rocket. Anyways, we're going up, and away. I'm now going to wait for a second, and then I'm going to actually activate my skipper engine, because otherwise I'm going to have a too low of a TTWR for most of this mission. And these side boosters aren't going to do anything. Look at them. Off they go. So pathetic. They're going to fly downwards and explode, hopefully not on my facilities. I say hopefully. Anyways, we are flying upwards into the skies, ready for our mission. I'm already going to point 90 degrees because I've got now quite a high TTWR. Reasonably high, actually. I won't say quite high. all of this out of the way though, we have reached an apoapsis of 72 kilometers. I am pointing prograde for maximum aerodynamic efficiency. And as this happens, I just fly out of the atmosphere. My engine is not active right now, so I'm going to jettison the front. It was designed to be jettisoned, and that's what it has done. It's just flown up and up and up and away. So I'm waiting now for my orbital insertion, which should be happening soon. So I'm going to create a maneuver node, which will get us into orbit. Why? I don't know why. It always makes it so that I have... Why does it do that? It always says that I don't have enough delta V to do a mission. How weird. And there we are. I've made my maneuver. I'm pointing to the node. And in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I will execute it. What a lovely view from Jebediah's cockpit. How magic. I'm hoping I have enough delta V to do this. I'm praying I do. But I'm good at doing burns correctly. So yeah, I'm just hoping this works. And as I say that, I overburn. Wow. I just managed to make my maneuver more inefficient. I'm going to set the Mun as my target and move out my maneuver so that it intersects the Mun. I'm trying to make it so that I only need to execute one maneuver, and I'm trying to make it so that that maneuver uses the least amount of delta V as possible, which I'm just trying to do right now. But I guess there's only so far that can go. I've managed to make my maneuver a mere 860.3 meters per second, which in my opinion is good enough. So I'm going to fast forward until I reach my maneuver node, which is in 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh god, I forgot to point to burn. This means my burn is going to be even more inefficient. Oh my goodness. Could this thing get any worse? Alright. I'm going to extend my landing legs because they just look cool. I like how waterfall allows it, so it gives it a nice little bit of blue glow on the engines. So I'm waiting for my new maneuver to execute. I'm going to now wait for the last bit of it to go. And I think I performed my maneuver to maximum efficiency with the admittingly low efficiency that I had. Now, I'm going to try and give myself quite a simple landing course by basically giving myself a really, really low periapsis and then having just a simple D-orbit burn right here, which will hopefully land us in a crater, which will be nice to explore. So, all of that has been done. Let's fly up to the Mun. I'm doubtful of this mission. I don't know. I might not make it. I might not be able to actually do the mission. I've only got 1028 meters per second of delta V left, which means I will really have to be efficient with every single burn I make. The game is not making it easier for me to do. Okay. Getting close to the. We're getting close to the Right. Oh god. 2, 1, 0. I'm performing the burn. Seems to be working. And, well, the burn has been executed. 124.9 meters per second remaining. I don't know. I might only be able to make it into lunar orbit after my touchdown. I might not be able to reach home. But, of course, there's the option of bringing my Kerbals out to push the ship along. But, really, I don't want to do that. And, just like that, I am approaching the Mun. Parallax makes it also look really nice from above, which I don't know how it does that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Burn. I'm going to perform our burn extremely quickly. And I'm only going to do one suicide burn. And this is when I get much closer to my target. Which is going to happen quite soon. Because my burn is going to be 16 seconds long to reach 0.0 meters per second. So I'm going to make that 15 seconds. So, I don't know. I guess I'm waiting. Waiting for the right time. 15. Okay. 18, 16, 15, 14. Right, I'm burning now. I'm burning. I'm going to try and do the whole burn. Alright. It's doing its job. But yeah. I think I might be stranded on the Mun. Which is not very good. As I say so myself. Yes, I think I really am stuck on the Mun. Not really good if you think about it the way I do. Well, we have at least touchdown. This is not ideal by any means, but Jebediah will go on EVA and will plant our second ever flag. We're going to wait as we walk across the Mun. And we plant our second flag. How historic. We call this the Narvis 5 landing. And we'll inscribe the plaque with I don't think we're coming home. How lovely. Walking about on the surface of the Mun with parallax to make it absolutely beautiful. I sadly haven't enabled colliders, which would have made it even more weird and realistic. So, well, let's fly back up onto our ship. So we levitate upwards using our jetpacks. So Jebediah, you know, you're fine. There's no problems. You can just sit in your capsule. We can observe the Zugu. And that is a lot of science, which is what we needed. We're going to just log even more stuff, just making sure that we get every single piece of science that we could possibly get on this trip. So, look at this. We are conducting our surface science. But, will it all really be necessary? I don't think we're going to be coming home. But, here's the thing. I'm going to close the stuff. Luckily, we have 84 days of supplies remaining. The electricity will be able to recharge with, it'll be able to recharge with sunlight. So, I think, Jebediah, we can cut our engines for now. And this is the solemn end of our episode. Jebediah is stuck on a planet. We'll have to save him. But how?